So here's what the bird dogs need to provide. I'm looking for a minimum of 6 photos. I want a shot of the house from the front, from the back, and from each side, and then I want a shot of the street with the house on the right side of the frame and a shot of the street with the house on the left side of the frame so I can see the neighborhood, sort of like what an appraiser would want or include in an appraisal. Sometimes a bird dog will say, I couldn't get in the backyard. All right, fair enough. You know, I get that. Go around the block, get in the alley, stick the camera up over the fence, get a picture of the back as best you can. I also like pictures in the windows. If they're able to, you know, if the windows are low enough, get pictures of the inside of the house. If you can get in the house, announce yourself, take pictures. I have one student who went to the local sign shop and had a bunch of those sort of cheap vinyl windbreakers screen printed on the back. They say security. And he gives those to his bird dogs so that when they're out looking at houses, peering in the windows, the neighbors see him, it says security, they leave him alone. I thought that was pretty smart. One time I was looking at a vacant house and I decided to go around the back, and there was a fence with a door with a little latch, and I couldn't see over the fence, so I just clicked it, opened it, and walked in. All of a sudden, I'm looking at the house, and from behind me I hear this trum, 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 trum. And I turn around, and there's this nasty-looking 100-plus-pound Rottweiler with spit streams coming out of its mouth, hauling at me full speed, coming straight at me. Oh, I wasn't going to get out in time. You know what I did? My mom is so cool. She taught me a few really good things. She taught me that if you're ever being chased by a rhinoceros, you just turn a lot. They can't turn, right? Kidding. But what she did teach me is she said if there's ever a dog that is approaching you and making you nervous, all you have to do is look the dog in the eye, point at it, and yell the word no at the top of your lungs. And in most cases, the dog will stop dead in its tracks. And so it's funny what you're able to recall. So I hear the dog, I turn around, and I went, no! And it went, and just looked at me like, really? You're not scared of me? He came over and I pet him on the head and we were friends. And apparently that house wasn't vacant. Front, back, side, side, street, street. Street with the house on the left side of the frame, street with the house on the right side of the frame. Oh, by the way, your welcome email to your bird dog says that right in it. You know, in the welcome email, I even taught them how to help you classify the house as bad, really bad, or awful. I want to know the address of the property. Okay, well, what if there's no address on that? What if there's no numbers on the house? What do you do? Look at the houses on either side. Sure, okay, we've got 309 and 305. Pretty sure it's 307. However, what if it's not that easy? What if there's no house next door? What if the numbers are crazy? There's a couple of easy solutions here. You can call the utility company, get the number off the meter, and they'll give you the street address of the property. You can also call the tax assessor or go online to the tax assessor's website and look at a tax map. So you know if the house is on the east side of the street, 3 houses to the north of Elm Street, you can look at a tax map and say, okay, 1, 2, 3, count the lots. There's the tax folio number or tax ID number. Take that folio or ID number, call the tax assessor and say, may I please have the street address for the following tax ID number? And they'll give it to you. We want to know the approximate square footage from the bird dog because the tax rolls are often wrong. People put additions on houses without pulling a permit. They add square footage to the house. The tax assessor's not aware of it. Now, what the bird dog tells us and what the tax assessor is indicating, two very different things. You know, we're off by 300, 400, 500 square feet. We can reasonably deduce that there was an illegal addition done on the house. Not a deal killer, but something we want to know. So in the welcome email, I put it right in there exactly what I want the bird dog to do. Lay a tape measure on the ground. How many of you guys have read that? Where you measure the length of your stride. Okay? This is a good, memorable stride for me, where I walk off the dimensions of a house. And for me, it's just about exactly 3 feet. For some of you, it will be a little more. Some of you, it will be a little less. It's a function of height, the length of your legs, blah, blah, blah. So the bird dog does that. They get a close figure for the length of their stride. All they have to do is walk off the length times width equals area. And if it's 2 stories, double it. If there's a funny little jut-out addition, okay, do the main part of the house, the length and the width, multiply those. Now you got that. Now do the length and the width of the funny little jut-out addition, add the two together, you're all set. Is that exact? No. Could they take one of those really long tapes with the wheel that you pull up and get you exact square footage? Yeah. Do we need them to do that? No. What we're really looking for is a discrepancy between what the tax assessor is reporting and what they're telling us. Then we know, okay, something's funky here. Is the tax assessor ever wrong? Every year. Every year. So that's what I'm looking for them to do. Now I want them to help me put it in a repair category, bad, really bad, or awful. We'll talk more about this later. But the point is, with this information and the photos, you can comfortably come up with a cost of repairs that's close enough. Repair estimates are like horseshoes and hand grenades. Close enough is good enough. Close enough will do. The problem that a lot of us face is, we come from a background where everything should be exact. If you have an accounting background or an engineering background, a manufacturing background, I came from printing and publishing where we measured everything with a micrometer. I was a thinker brain so bad it was crazy. I had to let go of it. The point is, if you have to spend hours driving to and then going through a house to come up with an estimate of repairs, and I'm willing to go this route, I will not only make more offers than you, but I will cash more checks than you. And yes, my estimates of repairs will be off by a few $1,000s sometimes. It doesn't matter. In the big picture, it doesn't matter. It works itself out. This is a place that people get really bunched up, wound around an axle. Try to let it go. Now, I give the bird dog the option to provide me with the owner's name, address, and phone number. Some of you do that, pay a little more for it. They do the research. They go to the tax assessor's website. They look it up for you. Some of you don't. I've had mixed results with that. Sometimes I get information that's not accurate. And so generally speaking, I'll take care of that part. I would rather know that it's correct. And I don't know. Sometimes the bird dog wants to do that. They want the extra money. They have the time. Let them. Put them on your team. For a few dollars, the more they do to de-junk your life, the better.